Welcome to Trading Mastery Institute. Whatever that has been shared is of our opinion and not an advice for you to enter the market. Okay, welcome guys. So today we're going to cover Novak September trading result, Novak basic SOP, Novak Aero scalping SOP, multiple time frame. Okay, here's the result of September, first week of September, second week of September, third week of September, and the fourth week of September. So we have tabulate all the data from total profit over here minus total loss, and we plus the break even. So if your account is at $1,000, you will experience a gain of 80.46%. In dollar terms is $804.60. So if we were to take the maximum drawdown, so meaning A minus D, so total profit minus the loss, and we take the break even as loss, so it will be a loss of 18 trade, slightly higher. So our total profit should be at about 74.7%. In dollar terms is 747%. So we have a fantastic result for the month of September. So next we're going to go over to recap on our basic SOP on how we can achieve this tremendous result. Okay, let's recap our basic Novak SOP. Time frame to look for is at H1. We're looking for a dot followed by a bullish cloud. Novak flow is blue, Novak trend is blue, and we execute a buy. Okay, to do a short or sell, we look for a dot over here followed by a bearish cloud. Novak flow is red and Novak trend is red, and we do a short. Okay, so what are we looking for? We are looking for the dot followed by a candlestick close below the cloud. Novak flow and trend is in red. So what we do, we just execute a sell, and there's a pullback and the price went down. So to get the best entry, you need to get your arrow over here. Okay, so the arrow gives slightly better entry for a better risk reward. Okay, so how to do a buy? Okay, we look for the dot over here, and the candlestick is above the cloud. Okay, and the Novak flow and trend is in blue. We execute a long. Okay, we execute a long. And what do we see over here? There's a strong pullback and followed by the arrow. So arrow give us a slightly better entry on the risk reward. But for those who have only the basic, it does help you in your trading to achieve your 1:2 or 1:3 risk reward. Okay, so next we are going through the Novak scalping. Okay, now we're going for the scalping. Okay, some of you guys asking, is there any easy way? Okay, there's a for easy way of scalping. Okay, for a single time frame. Okay, single time frame, usually I'm busy, I do not have the time. So what I do is I'm going to M15. Okay, M15, what I wait for is I wait for the Novak strategy to happen. Over here we have the dot. Okay, and then there is an arrow. Okay, but I will not take this trade because the market just opened. Okay, I want to see whether there is a movement. Okay, so there is a movement making higher, and then it start to goes down here. So what I need to see is I need to see the arrow, but the candle must close above the line. Okay, so over here the candle did not close above the line, so this is the basic. So for the slightly advanced one, if the next candle close above the line, okay, you can enter as well. Okay, so stop loss usually I will put for gold will be 20 pips. My take profit will be the next 15 minutes candle close. So if I were to enter here, then this candle close at about 10 pips, meaning I have to wait for the next candle to achieve my 1:1 risk reward or 1:1.5 risk reward. So for this instant, I have to wait for another candle to close at 25 pips. So meaning I achieve my 1:1 risk reward. So I will close this trade. Okay, so that's how usually I will trade. I do not want to stay long in the market. For here we see an arrow. Okay, the candle went down below and then it closed slightly above this line. So the next candle, we enter a long. So stop loss 20 pip, and then the price went up to about 30 pips, 33 pips, and it closed at about 19 pip. Okay, 19 pip. So I will just close because it is quite close to my 1:1 risk reward. Next, I will wait. Okay, I will wait for the candle to retrace and arrow to appear over here. Arrow appear. So I enter at the next candle. Okay, so at the same time, so I see over here there's the blue dot, the Novak flow and trend is in blue. Okay, so what I do is I enter along. So it went up to about 26 and then it closed at about 5 pips. So I wait over here. So this next candle closed at about 22 pips. So I close the candle. Okay. So the next one is I wait for another arrow, but this arrow appear above the line. I do not want to trade. I will wait for the candle to go below the line and an arrow appear close above this line. Okay, so the next candle I will just enter and it went up and closed at about 42 pips. Okay, so I just close the trade. Okay, I won't wait any longer. So the next one, same as well. We see the candle went down and then an arrow appear above the line. Okay, and then at the same time we check over here, there is a blue dotted line, and at the same time here we have the Novak flow and trend is blue, and then just enter a buy. It went up until about 140 pips. So usually for me, if the next 15 minutes, if it goes at 100 pip, I will just close. Okay, I will not like wait or whatsoever. 100 pip is the maximum, because remember, this is scalping strategy at M15. Okay? Then I will wait again for the price to goes down, and then it start to goes up with the arrow. Candlestick close above the line, below blue dot, and Novak flow and trend is also in blue. So next candle I enter along, so it closed at about 7 pip. Following candle it closed at about 14 pip. So it still haven't reached my 1:1 risk reward. So I wait until the next candle close at about 60 pip. So I just close the trade. Okay guys, so that's how I do my scalping. So next we will look at the how to do a sell. Okay, so next day over here, okay, there is a Novak strategy happen, and then it carry forward to the next day morning. So morning, if there's an arrow, when the market just open, I will not trade. So what I want to see is there is the arrow making low, getting lower. Okay, so we are seeing that the price is going down. So I will wait for the candle to retrace up, and then there is an arrow. So this red candle close below this line. Then we have the red dot. Novak flow and trend is also in red. So the next candle, I will just enter a sell. Okay, so over here it is 28 pips. So I just close. My stop loss is 20 pips. Okay. Then over here as well, what do we see? We see the arrow appear, but the candle is too long. Okay, it's like go over 60 pips. So I will not enter. Then we wait. So there will be another candle. Okay, this one is also at 60 pip, so I will not enter a short. And at the same time over here, the Novak flow and trend is in blue, so I will not want to trade. So I will wait. Okay, this arrow, but for here it is blue. Okay, blue, so I will not do a sell over here. And over here there is the dot. Okay, dot, and then followed by an arrow. Okay, arrow, the candle close below the line. Below the line, then Novak flow and trend is in red. So what I do is I do a sell. So the next candle retrace up over here, okay, about 12 pips, and then after that, the next 15 minutes it closed at 40 pips. So I just close the trade. Okay, and then I wait. Okay, I wait over here. Okay, over here I'm looking for a buy. There's no setup. Over here I'm looking for a sell. Okay, no setup. Here also no setup. So end of the day. So that's how I do my scalping at M15 without really looking at higher time frame. So I just follow on a single time frame when I'm busy watching Netflix. M15 chart on my right, and the Netflix is on the left, or I'm surfing the website, or just doing this part time and making some money. Okay, multiple time frame. So we're going to do a case study. So what actually we are trading for? Okay, at H1, what we are looking for. So we are looking for actually is at daily. So what do we see over here? So we look at daily arrow. Okay, daily arrow, and we want to see how does the strategy happen at H1. Okay, so for those who can't visualize on daily direction, so you open up at those who can't visually at H1 direction, then you have to open at daily. So you wait for an arrow slightly later, but it is much more safer and easier for you. Okay, so we look over here, there is an arrow over here, there's another arrow followed by, we want to see what actually happened over here. Okay, so now we go to H1. So we zoom out. So now we want to see, okay, so just now was daily, we have an arrow. So at H1 we have the Novak happen. So Novak is a very aggressive strategy that tells you that hey, something is happening. So you need to see at daily whether the market is trending or sideways. So for this instance, it is trending. So there is a dot above, candlestick is above the cloud, Novak flow and trend is in blue. You enter a long, okay, enter long, and it capture the daily movement for a few days. So Novak over here went up until about 1000 pip. Okay, over here about 1000 pip. So this is basic entry. For those who have an arrow, you have a better entry over here, okay, because there's an arrow. When you enter, it straight away goes to your direction. So meaning you have slightly advantage of your risk reward as in your stop loss. Okay, so you can see here. So next, we're going to see what actually happened over here. So here is daily arrow. Okay, so there is a Novak strategy. We have over here, there is a dot, Novak flow and trend is in blue, but candlestick is below the cloud. So we do not want this situation. Okay, so what we do is we wait for the next Novak to happen. Okay, next Novak to happen over here. There is the dot, candlestick close above the cloud, Novak flow and trend is in blue, and then it retraced, then it went up. Okay, went up for about another 700 pips for this setup. But if you of course have the arrow, straight away when you enter, it just go in your direction. So this is the advantage of the arrow. So for those who want the arrow, you can contact Ibisan and make a transfer of Singapore dollar of $100 only for the moment. Okay, so next we want to see at daily. Okay, so this is what we took, and the information is being shared in some of our close group. So we will give them a direction and they will look for a confirmation of this strategy. So this is advanced subject. So we see an arrow over here, but the Novak flow and trend is one is in blue and one is in red. Okay, the trend show that okay there is a potential of going down, and the candlestick close below the line. Okay, so over here we got the information on Monday. Here is Tuesday and here is Wednesday. So this is a retracement. So retracement, we do not look for like 700 pips to 1000 pips. Okay, for gold, we are looking for potentially on that particular day movement. So about 100 to 300 pips. So we are not going to look at H1. So for intraday for Novak is actually at M15. So I will go down to M15. Okay, M15 over here. So this over here. Okay, this is where the arrow happens. Okay, arrow happens, and this is where we are looking to short the market. Okay, so I zoom in here. So what do we see? We see a price going low and going lower, and then we see a Novak strategy happen over here. Okay, there's a dot below the candle and we enter a short. Okay, Novak flow and trend is in red, we enter a short. Okay, so we enter until where? Until we see this candle is bullish, close bullish, and then we close the position. Okay, and we managed to make about $2,346 for this particular movement. Okay, so these are slightly advanced. If it's a bit confusing, just use the basic SOP and it will help you in your trading. And I'm very happy that a lot of seniors who are retiree who are actually learning from us for the scalping at M15, and they are earning about 30 to 50 USD daily, and they are very happy. Okay, once again, I thank you for your support. Please do click like and subscribe our YouTube video, and appreciate if you can share so that most of our work will be known to others. And thank you. See you guys soon. Bye bye.